You can use your iPad for everything, no matter if for school, university, work or just at home. It is exactly the device that everyone wants because you can always use it for something. In this video, I will show you not only my best tips and tricks, but also iPad accessories that are really useful in daily life. I always use the mode Windowed Apps by default. Without Windowed Apps, my iPad honestly looks very boring. Apps open normally in full screen and stay in their size. But if we tap here, we turn on windowed apps and we get real windows that we can make smaller or bigger and place freely on the screen. With the new iPadOS 26, some things have changed. At the top left, we can now close or maximize the current window. Also, there is a menu bar at the top, which many of you may already know from the MacBook. We can just pull it down. Now let's go to the tips and tricks that make your workflow with the iPad much easier. Switching between apps is very fast when you simply swipe left or right in the middle of the display. You can solve math tasks easily in the Calculator app. You write a task with the Apple Pencil and it gets calculated automatically. The result is even shown in your handwriting. The same also works in the Notes app. If you turn on this special setting for the Apple Pencil, your handwriting is automatically made nicer. It does not look messy anymore, but much cleaner and more even. The Spotlight search that you open with Command Space on the iPad can be very helpful for calculating, converting currencies, setting timers or running shortcuts. If you press and hold on the Notes or Files app, you get the context menu and can scan papers right away. This saves 3 to 4 taps. If you wrote something wrong in Notes, for example, you can undo the text with 3 fingers by swiping left and redo by swiping right. Documents or pictures can be moved easily between apps, like here this photo in the Notes app. If you want to move several pictures, you just press and hold one picture longer and then select the others. We can open the home screen by spreading 4 fingers, so we go from the opened app directly to the home screen. If we pinch with 3 fingers, we copy, and if we spread with 3 fingers, we paste. If you don't use windowed mode, you have another cool function. In the settings, under multitasking and gestures, you can choose what happens when you swipe from bottom left or bottom right, like screenshot or quick note. Now I have 2 more tricks about the Apple Pencil. One, if you press the Apple Pencil, the tool menu shows up right here and the pen already shows a shadow before it touches the screen. Very important to stay motivated and also ensure using your iPad is to keep it organized. That means sorting apps, adjusting widgets and so on. But now with iPadOS 26 you can also personalize apps even more by tapping Customize here at the top, and now we can color the app's icons in other colors. One of the most underrated features for real productivity are the focus modes. Many people think it's just a better do not disturb mode, but it is more powerful. It is about context. You can set that your iPad changes completely depending on the situation, from allowed notifications to the wallpaper and the apps that are visible on the home screen. But where it gets really interesting are the focus filters. With them, you do not only change the system, but also the behavior inside apps. A classic example is the calendar. When you set the focus to free time or home, the iPad hides your work calendar completely. The stress is visually gone. Or for university and school, you activate a study focus and suddenly time wasters like YouTube or social media are getting blocked, while you get a clean background without distractions. That helps a lot to stay focused. I would love to know, do you use complex focus profiles or do you leave everything on default? Write your setup in the comments below. With Apple Intelligence, a very cool feature came out. This is especially useful for students who like aesthetic notes. And that is, you can create your own stickers. For that, we go into the Notes app and draw what we want as a sticker. For example, a tree. Then we circle it with the colored pen and describe it again as tree. And choose if we want it as animation, illustration or sketch. Now a tree gets created and we can insert it. Further apps that I use very often to work productively on the iPad are Apple Notes and Reminders, and what they can do, that deserves its own video. So check that out too, the link is in the description. Let's go to the accessories, because let's be honest, the iPad Pro is impressive as a tablet, but as a work device, it is not complete. Without protection and input devices, you can only use half of its power. My setup has several parts. I mainly use the Apple Pencil, especially for handwritten notes in university or school, and for drawing it's very good because of the magnetic charging and pressure sensitivity. But it also costs $150 and that is quite a lot of money for a pen. So here's a small tip. If you are not an artist and need the pen only for writing, you do not need to spend that money. There are strong alternatives from Meter Pen or ESR. I work with both brands, but I can also recommend them to you privately. They do not offer 100% of the original features, but cover everything you need for writing, in daily life or for school. I will put the links in the description. The second part of my setup is the case, and here I made a change. For a long time I used the Magic Keyboard because it was my favorite. It is great for typing, but it is stiff. Right now I use the solution from Logitech, the Flip Folio. What impressed me the most is the flexibility. Different from the Magic Keyboard, I can remove the keyboard completely when I don't need it and change the angle smoothly. That makes the iPad more versatile for drawing or watching movies. Also, it is much cheaper than the Magic Keyboard. Only half of the price. A cool extra feature for my setup is I can put my iPhone next to it and, thanks to multi-device support, control both devices with the same keyboard. Comment down below if you have an iPad and for what you use it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!